Welcome to Soul Curries. This is Neha here. Today we're going to make a very special chicken dish. I'm making the chicken karahi, not the Indian version. This is the Pakistani karahi chicken. This is an amazingly delicious dish. It just comes up with very few ingredients. This is one of the very popular street foods of Pakistan. They also call it the Lahori Chicken Karahi. It is a very easy dish that you can prep up. It just needs very few ingredients, but it tastes so delicious. For that you will need chicken. I have a whole chicken here. I've cut up into small pieces. I have 4 tomatoes, some green chilies, salt, ginger garlic paste, some yogurt, oil to fry the chicken, and for the spices we'll need chili powder, a pinch of turmeric powder, this is garam masala, and coriander powder, fenugreek powder or the methi powder, Kasuri methi powder, and this is black pepper powder. And for garnishing we need some fresh cilantro and some ginger. That's all you need, and this is going to be an amazing dish. So let's get started. I'm heating up a non-stick wok here and I'm pouring in some oil into it. This dish does need some extra oil, as much as you'll need to shallow fry the chicken pieces. Alright, the oil is hot enough now and I'm adding in the chicken pieces. Karahi chicken is traditionally made in cast iron wok. If you don't have one, you could just use a regular heavy bottom saute pan. Now I'm adding salt to the chicken. I'm using rock salt here as it is more flavorful than the regular salt. You can use whatever you have. Fry the chicken pieces with the salt for a few minutes until the chicken starts turning slightly brown. When you add salt to the chicken right in the beginning while frying, the salt actually helps in releasing the liquids from the chicken. So you'll not need to add any extra water during the cooking process. Okay, so I'm going to let the chicken cook for a few minutes with the lid on. In the meantime, I'm going to chop up the tomatoes. I have cut up the tomatoes into big chunks like this, and I'm going to add them to the chicken. I'm going to place them along the sides of the pan like this. And now I'm adding in some ginger garlic paste. And then stir the paste into the liquids. The chicken is going to absorb all the flavors of the ginger and garlic while it is cooking. And after giving everything a good mix, I'm going to keep the lid on and cook for a few more minutes. You can see the tomatoes have started to wilt and they have become nice and soft. The tomatoes are getting cooked. It's going to release more water into the dish. I'm going to check to see if the tomatoes are squishy enough to peel off their skin. The tomatoes are looking soft and squishy. I can peel off their skin so easily, just like this. They are so well cooked and pulpy that they just blend into a beautiful sauce when you mush them up like this. And now it's time to add some green chilies. You can add the chilies as per your taste. I have taken 3 long chilies here and I have slit them lengthwise. Now give everything a good mix, and then we'll wait for a few minutes before we add in the rest of the dry ingredients. Alright, so the tomatoes have cooked perfectly and turned into a puree, and now it is time to add all the dry spices to the sauce. First I'm going to add the turmeric powder and the red chili powder, and then the garam masala and the coriander powder. And finally, I'm adding the fenugreek or the Kasuri methi powder and the black pepper powder. That is pretty much all the spices you'll need. Now mix everything well and cook it in an open fire to reduce the liquids and thicken the sauce. The sauce is getting nice and thick with most of the water already evaporated. Now I'm going to add in the yogurt. Make sure to reduce the heat to low before adding the yogurt. If you add yogurt when the sauce is bubbling hot, it may separate the yogurt. I have added 2.5 tablespoons of yogurt, and now I'm going to give it everything a good mix. So the yogurt needs to slowly blend into the sauce, and then you can turn the heat back on to medium-high and continue cooking to evaporate the rest of the fluids from the dish. Chicken karahi is a semi-dry dish with rich tomato sauce and spices coated onto the chicken pieces. This is what makes the dish so flavorful. So continue to saute until the rest of the water evaporates from the chicken. Now, if you're using a cast iron wok or a wide mouth saute pan, it's much easier and quicker to evaporate the liquids. The chicken looks almost ready. I'm going to turn off the heat in a few more minutes. I have turned off the heat. As you can see, almost all the liquids have evaporated. The chicken looks nice and tender with a wonderful coating of the sauce around it. And now it's time to garnish. So I'm adding some julienne ginger, slit green chilies, and some finely chopped cilantro. If you want to make the dish richer, you could also add some butter and black pepper at this point. So the dish is all set and ready to be served. The chicken karahi is all set. It looks so delicious. Look at how beautiful the colors have come out. I'm having it with naan bread. I've served it on a platter here, but usually at the restaurants or as street food, it's served in the karahi itself. So they usually make a small karahi for family size. So let me take a big piece of naan bread here, digging into the sauce and the chicken with its ginger and cilantro. Wow, this is so good, so delicious. I can get the taste of the chicken, the sauces, the heat from the spices. It is amazing. This is a definite try recipe. Please go ahead and try it. I'm sure you all will love it. Please post your feedback, give me comments and how you like the dish and the recipe. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye-bye.